Dear students, hope you all are doing very well. So, welcome to our online classes. After a short break, we are again back to our online class. So, for today's very first class, I have chosen a topic, and of course, once again, it is from your Active English workbook. So the topic that I am going to share, that is actually very simple and the easiest one, I think, as I know you are very well in spoken test. I mean, in your speaking test you have always performed very well. So this topic is not something very serious for you. So this is actually basically for your speaking portion, okay? And you have to fill it up and make sure that you submit your you click the picture and submit your copy on our Google Classroom. So before going to the text, I would like to tell you to have your Active English workbook with you. I'm giving you a minute to have your books with you, okay? And go to the page number 48. Of course, have a pencil with you so that whatever ma'am is gonna share, you can fill it up, okay? So as you know that Active English workbook is all about book and writing, okay? So you have to fill up the page in your book. So further taking more time, let us go through the text, okay? So page number 48 is actually about some of the questions. Earlier we also discussed the different of question answer sessions and grammatical items. So this is of course really somewhat related to grammatical items, but not in that sense. So basically these are also some of the question answer. So you have to understand the pattern of the question, you have to understand the structure of the sentence. I think it's not a big deal for you as you are quite familiar with such type of topics. So let's go through the page number 48, okay? So see, look at the board. What is your name? It's the most common question for you. What is your name? Okay, when you are being asked with the word what, always what we always put a subject at the very front. Like here subject is your. When you are being asked and you have to answer it, what do you do? Do you mention your? No, it because you becomes my. So that's why we have to put my. What is your name? My. Then the last portion is name. See, the last portion is here, my name. And then an auxiliary verb. What is the auxiliary verb here? It is. My name is. And the last portion and the main answer is based on this what. So the main answer is what. I mean the answer of the what. Like what is your name? My name is. See, your becomes my. As you are the subject here. So your becomes my. Then the last portion is name, then is the auxiliary verb is here, and the answer of what is my name is. If your name is X, then X. If your name is Tiana, it is Tiana. You have to write Tiana here. If it is if your name is Arohi, then you have to write Arohi here. So I'm going to put an X here. My name is X, okay? It's an exemplary, it's not you don't need to indicate the actual name. If you want, you can indicate, okay? Like my name is Arohi, my name is Todhit, my name is Khati Joy, etc, etc. See, then coming to the second one, what is your teacher's name? What is your teacher's name? Similarly, see the first one. At first we have to put the subject. Who will be the subject here? It is yours. So when you are asked something and you have to answer it, then the subject becomes my. So then my, we have to put my at the very first place. Then my, what's the last portion of this sentence? It is teacher's name. So my teachers. I would like to ask you to put this answer, to fill the blanks into your book. My teacher, see the name is already given here, so we don't need to mention the name again. Okay, my teacher's name, then what? Then of course the auxiliary verb should be put here. So my teacher's name is, suppose your teacher's name is Nilufar Miss or your teacher's name is Opu Miss, so you can put the name Opu Miss here. Okay, so my teacher's name is Jahanara Opu or Opu. Okay, so or you can add Opu Miss as you all address us as Miss. Then is there a book on your desk? Is there? See, till now we have complete some of the answers with starting with what. Now the case is actually different because the auxiliary verb is now at the very first place. When a question is being asked with starting an auxiliary verb, then its answer is quite different from the answer that being asked with what. So here's a tips for you, that if you are asked with the word what, then you have to put subject like subject, then the last part, see the last part is here, then auxiliary verb, then the answer of this what. But if the answer is being asked with is there dot dot dot, okay, so the answer will be, if the question is being asked with is there, then the question can be in two way. Okay, one is or yes there are, or the another is no there are not. Suppose you are being asked with is there and you are given three blanks, okay, and the question is there, then if there is three blanks, then you can sense that it's gonna be a yes. See, because yes there are, okay, see, we can fill up it in this way with the answer yes. But if you are given more than three, if you are given the blanks, then more than three, like 1 2 3 4, then the answer will surely be a no, because see, no there are not. Okay, I hope you got it. See, I repeat, if the question is there, if the question is started with is there and you are given three blanks in the answer sheet, then you have to sense that by seeing these three gaps, you have to sense that the answer is gonna be a yes. Okay, but if you are given more than three blanks, that means if you are given four blanks, then the question is going to be a no. That means the question will be started with no there are not. Okay, I hope you got it. If you are still having any issues, you can ask me in our comment section. Okay, now coming to the number 3. Is there a book on your desk? Is there a book on your desk? That means it is inquired about something. So if it is starting with is there, then see, you are given three blanks, 1 2 3. So for three blanks, what did I tell you? That if there are three blanks with the question is there, then what will be the answer? It will be a yes. So we have to put yes there. And I have to tell you one more thing, that a book is singular or plural. Of course, it's a singular number. Earlier we have learned about singular and plural number, remember. So if it is about one thing, then it becomes a singular number. For singular number, what kind of auxiliary verb or what auxiliary verb is surely be indicated? It is. So yes, there is. But if it is about plural number, what will be the auxiliary verb? Yes, there are. Okay, so as there is only a book, so we have to put the auxiliary verb is. Okay, then coming to the number 4, is there a blackboard in the room? Okay, so once again it is asking about is there. So if it is about is there, what did I tell you? Whether it will be yes, it will be a yes or no. If you are given three blanks, it will be surely a yes. Yes, there are or there is. But if you are given three blanks, then it will be no. No, there is not, or no, there are not. So, as we can see three blanks, so we have to write yes, there is. Why it is? Why the auxiliary verb is? Because there's a blackboard. It is a singular number. So the auxiliary verb will be is. Then is there children in the room? Is there children? See, is children a singular number or auxiliary, a singular number or plural number? Of course, children means so many childs at a time. So that's why children is plural number. So for plural number, what kind of auxiliary verb we will put? We will put are. Okay. So is there children in the room? As there are three blanks, so we have to put yes. Yes, there are. Why it is are? Because the children is plural number. So for plural number, we have to put are, not is. Okay. Then are there cats and dogs? Remember, cats and dogs. What is it? Is it a plural number or auxiliary verb? See, after the cat, there's a s. If there's a s or es, then it is auxiliary verb. It is plural number. Undoubtedly, it is plural number. If it is plural number, then the auxiliary verb will be are. Got it? But if it is only cat and dog, then the auxiliary verb would be is. Okay. So are there cats and dogs in the room? See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blanks. So what we have to put? No. If there is more than 3 blanks, then the answer will surely be no. No, there. Why it is are? Because cats and dogs, it's plural. So for plural, I have given a are. So no, there are not. Okay. So these are the 6. Now the rest of the 6 is. So the rest of the 6 examples are given for you as your homework. Okay. I hope you can make it out. But listen once again. I would like to give you the overview that if you are being asked with the word what, then you have to put a subject. Then the last part of a sentence, like the subject is my, the last part is what is your name. So what is the last part? Name is the last part. So the name should be placed just after the subject my. Okay, my name, then a auxiliary verb. See, name, here name is only a name, so it's a singular number. So for singular number, I have put here a is. Okay, so my name is dash. What if your name is if your name is Ortho, then you can put Ortho. If your name is Junayed, you can put Junayed. Okay, whatever it is your name, you can put it at the last part, at the last blank. Okay, so then another type of question is there. Okay, starting with is there. If it is about is there, then the answer will be with yes or no. See, if you are given 3 blanks after the question starting with is there, then you can sense that it is about yes. Yes, a blank is for yes, then there, second, then is or are. So 1, 2, 3. See, yes, yes, there are. Just 3 portion for 3 blanks. But if there are 4 blanks, then no, there are not. How many answers are there? 4. If it is about 4 words, then it is, of course, the answer is going to be a no. Okay. So these are the tips for you. I hope you can make it out from the 7 to the number 12. You can make it out your own. One thing, remember, make sure that Miss will check your homework out. So for that, you have to fill the blanks into your book. Okay. And if you are having any issues, you may ask me. Don't hesitate to contact me. And of course, you have to submit me your homework. Remember, for your homework, you will be rewarded. As always, I say you that as always I promise you, whosoever will submit me the homework regularly, I will surely give him a reward or her a reward. Okay, so that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the class. We will meet very soon. Till then, take care and see you.